I was sort of doubting myself. When you've been unemployed for a long time, it impacts your ego and you start looking inward. By participating in a program like this, you're looking outward and you make new friends and new contacts. And so it gives you a different perspective on life and it helps you reevaluate what's really important to move forward.
Mark was part of our 2020 horticulture program, which was a really unique year because it was just at the height of COVID. Mark had just moved back to Yass to help look after his parents at that time. He was also isolated from his partner who had stayed back in America and obviously couldn't come over to Australia because of the COVID situation. And so that was a huge change for him and a big transition.
Before Mark joined the program, he was struggling a lot with not being able to secure employment. He really felt that he was trying very hard to get a job, but it just seemed like he kept missing out all the time. The job market was quite tight at the time, so there wasn't a lot of opportunities. He couldn't see a bright future ahead, so he was in a really sort of sad, dark place.
I looked online and I started doing short courses through IT Masters through Charles Sturt University. I did a number of certificates to give me some extra qualifications and to fill in some time. And I was doing a daily walk of around 6 to 8 kilometres. But after 6 months of that, I really needed something to challenge me and make me happy. So my sister suggested the Sparks program for something for me to do. So I enrolled in that and I'm really glad that I participated because it was horticulture and conservation land management. And that were subjects that I was really interested in. It gave me something to do, it got me outdoors and I was learning. So I was very happy.
Over that time he really grew in confidence and came out of his shell and started to be quite an integral part of the group. He has a wealth of experience and knowledge in different areas and he was really willing to share that with other participants, which was lovely to see. He was a beekeeper when he started, but he's very passionate about bees.
The beekeeping is something that he's always been passionate about. He started to collect a lot of swarms and had his own beehives, and he had to find somewhere to put these boxes of bees because you can't have too many in one yard. So he asked Ginninderry, seeing as you got Strathnan and the beautiful gardens, would you like to host the bees?
During the program, he asked to be introduced to Jess Stewart, our sustainability officer out at Ginninderry, so we connected them and now he looks after bees out here at Ginninderry, which is amazing.
Mark came to us and said, let's put some hives out here and let's actually create some Ginninderry honey. So these little packs of sample honey are the product of our Ginninderry bees. So they're called the My Ginninderry Honey, produced by expert apiarist Mark Patterson from Honey of Distinction. And so each of our residents gets gifted a little sample honey pot from our Ginninderry bees that Mark looks after here at the Link building out at Strathnan.
I supplied the Ginninderry people with honey and I'm available to give talks. I actually am very fortunate that I can host these close by to the sales office. And so I'm happy to take people up anytime who would like to actually learn about these. So for example, on the weekend there was a photographer there, so I took her over and opened up some hives and showed her some bees so she could take some photographs as part of the Ginninderry festival.
He's making beeswax wraps and he's making lip balms, but he's also gone on to work in the public service. It's been really great to see him grow in confidence and get back into employment.
Doing the training, he felt like he was on a path to success. It boosted his confidence and it gave him more connections. He was actually enjoying it so much that I think that helped him on the next stage of his career. And he's since landed work and he's really enjoying his job now. So there's been a complete 360 turn in how he feels about himself and his opportunities going forward.
I think Spark's really a fantastic opportunity to explore something new. I'm very grateful for that. It helped me immensely.